Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name's Overkill, and you are watching random Batman Arkham Origins gameplay, in case you're wondering, just because it's to do with the topic. And the topic is, basically I'm going to be doing this kind of limited series, unless Rocksteady reveal... Well, I'll go into it in a second. And basically, it is revolving the Arkham Knight. So, for those of you who don't know, the fourth Batman the fourth Batman game in the Arkham series was released recently by Rocksteady, the company who made Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, and it is called Arkham Knight, which is a good name, but also unconnected to the game. One of the new main villains is called the Arkham Knight, who is an original character. So it's a completely new character who comes in the last quarter of the series, and that to me and to other fans seems a little bit weird that they would bring in a completely original character when they have so many characters in this series to finish off the story for. And I'm going to be going through in this series and looking at all the possible people that the Arkham Knight could possibly be. Now, the Arkham Knight is original character, so they say, who wears a militaristic batsuit with an A for Arkham, the Arkham A, on his chest. Now, that could be anyone, which is why we're going through on the series, unless Rocksteady release who it is, or whether it is a completely original character like they said in the first place. Now, they have said it's an original character, but for it to be someone completely new is just stupid when they have so many people that it could possibly be as a secret identity for that character. So we are introducing the second character in this series, who is the Joker, who now he's technically officially dead according to Rocksteady and according to the game, because everyone who played Arkham City, spoilers if you haven't played it, but it was like 3 years ago now, I'm pretty sure you've played it to have been watching this video. He is dead. He tried to get the cure of Batman and died, because he didn't get it in time, and he smashed the cure like an idiot, and then he died. I think he just died of illness in a convenient time. But then, okay, so how is he here? So how could he possibly be wearing a militaristic batsuit? Now, there are two main ways he could be brought back, and one you're probably thinking straight away is the Lazarus pits. Almost forgot the name then. The Lazarus pits. So Lazarus pits seems a pretty safe idea. Brings Ra's al Ghul and the Joker together, who technically never actually saw each other in Arkham City, or even though they were both main villains, one taking centre stage and one being more of a backseat villain on the back burner. And he could bring him back. He could be, like I said with Jason Todd last week, he could be the heir of Ra's al Ghul. He could be Joker the Immortal, like he tried to with the cinema and the Lazarus pit under it at the end of Arkham City. And with that, I kind of think it brings a kind of afterlife thing, that it's revenge. It's very personal against Batman, and he's taken Batman's death, Batman's killing even of the Joker, very, very personal to him. Alright, so that's that. And then the second theory, which is a lot more interesting, is Cadmus. Now, I don't think I've pronounced that right, but I'm going to say Cadmus. And Cadmus, throughout Harley Quinn's Revenge, which was the DLC that appeared afterwards, and Arkham Origins, the newest game that's out at the moment, there have been posters for Cadmus, which, please don't get me wrong, I'm not really a cad of extended DC Universe kind of guy. I don't really go that far into the mythology and everything to do with it. Now, so as far as my knowledge, Cadmus is a scientific team or laboratory that works on cloning. Now, cloning a Joker clone, that seems cool. a Joker clone, but it doesn't even have to look like Joker, because remember, Joker was scarred by acid. It shows you in Arkham Origins how he became what was once a criminal, named as called the Red Hood, into something more sinister, as he is as the Joker. So technically, if they cloned the Joker, he wouldn't have the scars on his face. He could be a new character. He could be original. You'd never know it was him. He could take his mask off, and you'd never know it was the Joker. But he has the same mind, the same body, and he could be brought up. He could be manipulated. It can have something to do with anyone. It could tie into every single plot we've ever thought of. And just because he doesn't know, he could know what his clone was. He could know he was a clone, but he could also know he wasn't a clone. He could think that he could be manipulated, changed to do anything he wanted. And really, that kind of significance of having the Joker fall at the final hurdle, and then the Joker's clone rise, the fact that you can never kill the Joker, the fact that he always has the last laugh. And I think that'd be quite a cool way to do it, actually, to kind of fit some things in there. Have the Joker occasionally do that kind of maniacal laugh that he always does, that Mark Hamill does so well. The kind of just little references to the Joker in the Joker's clone. It's just a way of adding little bits into it. And also Harley Quinn. What would Harley Quinn say with a Joker clone? She almost had a baby, and from what we know in Harley Quinn's Revenge, the baby died. Well, the baby she had, I'm guessing either a miscarriage or it died. The baby died in pregnancy. Which, to be honest, I never saw the baby Joker storyline kind of working, because you'd have to wait another 20 years to actually have it. But if she was obsessed with carrying on the Joker's legacy and then the baby dies, she goes into insanity. And the only way she could get through this, as she pointed out via the posters, is cloning a Joker. And God knows how this Joker would react to Harley Quinn, how they'd interact. But I think I've convinced myself in this video. I was just going to talk about Cadmus and Lazarus pits. But I genuinely think that seeing the villain fall at the last hurdle and then his clone come to finish his legacy is quite a symbolic thing that no one's ever really tried before. I mean, it's like Star Wars. If Darth Vader had died in The Empire Strikes Back and then someone else came in, it's just something that hasn't really been done in a series before. It's something new and something that can touch many psychological levels for Harley, for the Joker, for the new Joker, for Batman. And I genuinely think he could, from the Joker's fighting skills, from the Joker's survivor skills. I mean, at the end of Arkham Origins, he gets beaten up so badly, but he also shows a lot of initiative and fighting skills and knowledge with weapons. So that really could make him the Arkham Knight. Anyway, wow, that was a shorter video than I'm used to. It's still quite long, but so I'm going to give an overall rating. I reckon, I've just sort of convinced myself in this video, I reckon about a 7.5, just because of how much Rocksteady like to mess with us, like to screw everything up with their cliffhangers. I genuinely think that the Joker returning is a serious possibility, and quite a different one, something that no film, TV, game series has ever really tried before, by killing their villain off and then bringing him back in a different form to face the final chapter. Anyway, thank you for listening again. My name has been Overkill, and for more videos like this, guessing who the Arkham Knight could possibly be, click the playlist in the description. Anyway, thank you for listening, and goodbye.